Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our season rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. Happy Wednesday. The work week is almost over for a lot of you. Unfortunately, I do have to work this weekend as it is a mandatory 5-hour shift. So that's going to be fun, working from 1 to 6. However, I'm planning to do a lot of recording before the weekend starts. The idea going forward, and I need to really hold myself accountable to do this, is to do all of my recording on Saturday or Sunday. I have to be able to get these videos out to you guys. That way I can still have time to relax during the week and not really freak about anything. If I take the night to edit, that's one thing. But if I take all week just trying to record videos for you guys, I literally burn myself out way before. It happens quite a bit, but I'm gonna fight through it and just do what I do, which is I play video games with my friends, edit stuff for like things that I'm passionate about, and I have some sort of inspiration, and hopefully it turns out to be the best. So I'm gonna make it the best that I could, and if it ends up being that way, great, and if it doesn't, oh well, right? There's not a whole lot that I could do. However, when you guys watch this video, Search Max, the YouTube channel, is officially live. There's going to be a link to it in the description of this video, and it will be going forward from here on out. There's no videos yet. There is one planned, which is Demonologist, and I have that video ready to go. I believe I'm just at the voiceover part where I have to put everything together just to kind of show you guys what is going to happen for that. And then the video should be up and running. Now, it's not going to have the tunes that you currently listen to here, since I use Epidemic Sound and they only allow one account for the plan that I have. Now, YouTube is not something that has been making me money. I would like that to change in the future, but once it does, I will then start adding all the accounts to it so that it can all be covered underneath umbrella. So far, my Twitter account, my TikTok account, and this YouTube channel and the podcast are covered, but not the Search Max channel. Now, Search Max is going to be easy to find. All you have to do is just put it up in the bar, and it's like a little gray dude that's kind of looking all menacingly, or just maybe pissed off. I'm not 100% sure. It's up to interpretation. I thought it was a really cool design, so I took it. So it's really, really dope. But I'm hoping you guys enjoy the show nonetheless. Team changes. We have one. We took over Farigiraf for Golden Go. Now, the idea for Farigiraf is to complement a couple of things. The EV spread that I had, which was, I'll bring this up here. It was really, really weird. It was originally 252 in HP, and it had, I think, 156 for defense, and then maybe 140 for special defense. It was pretty much equaled out to where it just did one particular thing. It withstood a lot of different attacks, but we had so much HP that I could actually live multiple hits. I have since changed it to this current set, which we're going to test out today. The current set is 76 HP, 156 in defense and special defense, while being 116 in special attack with the modest nature. Now, that leaves me with 4 EVs left over. I do not want to put anything into attack nor speed, because another set that I was looking into was putting for Farigiraf with room service, which drops it 1 speed tier. Like with that item, it drops it down to 53. So even with the slowest Pokemon being Ice Rider Calyrex, it stops at 55. And that's with that nature that lowers its speed even further. So that being said, I'm hoping that we had created a set that's going to be able to counter. It's not going to be able, to outspeed the mirror match Farigirafs, but at least we have a decent set that could prove potentially a little bit more trustworthy to be into this slot. Now, the special defenses, or the defenses being the same, speed not getting touched, we have 400 HP, but it's going to drop down to maybe 200, maybe just a little bit less or more than that. I wanted something to counter Trick Room users, but I also wanted something to counter Priority, and I also wanted to try to counter Amoonguss. Now, Amoonguss is a Pokemon that would go faster in Trick Room than Farigiraf, and I didn't want to have 4 support moves in case Taunt came into Farigiraf and stopped it in its tracks. At least this way, I don't have to worry about it. That's the kind of the thought process I went with the safety goggles, so no Spore can go in. With me using Imprison, no Trick Room can be activated. I want Protect, otherwise it would be a different move like Helping Hand, just to kind of give my team a boost. But this is primarily more offensive, and I almost made it kind of built like Torkoal. So like Quiet Nature with 252 in HP and special attack, but I didn't want to do something like that with Farigiraf. It probably will transform into that soon, or at least later on, but I want to give this set a shot before I started like making like harsh moves. Farigiraf has been a Pokemon that's helped me in the past, so this one should be super beneficial in some way, shape, or form. If I go off of any type of calculator, like for Smogon or Pikalytics and stuff like that, the set that I do see a lot is around this set. Realistically, they go with the modest set with the 156 in special attack and the 196 in special defense, but very I don't want to say, it's very light on defenses. So the special defense stops at 115, the special attack stops at 165, the defense stops at 96, but the HP is at 209. I didn't want to have so much invested into HP, which is why I'm like, let me try to dial it back a little bit and give it a little bit more even-ish type of feel, and then go from there. I did not calc for anyone specifically while building this, so Incineroars could get through, Single Strike Urshifus can get through. I do not know what all Dark types can do to this Pokemon. So during this video, and possibly in the next one, we're going to see what happens, and we're going to make our decisions from that point, because there is Dark Pokemon, but it's very rare. I either see Single Strike Urshifus, Incineroars, or Roaring Moons, so I don't know. I have no idea. For now, though, let's go ahead and get into the video. Again, we're going to be doing our 5 today, and then we're going to go from here and hope for the best. So wish me luck, and I'll see you guys at the end. Okay, so we've got Urshifu, Indeedee Male, Fire Oakapon, Kyogre, Whimsicott, and Mousehold. So we do have a couple of options here. The biggest thing that we'll have to worry about, though, is going to be Kyogre and Indeedee Male. Indeedee Male is going to turn off priority because Psychic Surge, and is faster than Indeedee Female, which means that it can attack periodically before anything. But it also does have access to Trick Room, but I don't think that's going to be the thing, since you have Whimsicott, Kyogre, which is faster. Not as fast as Ogerpon, but you do have Urshifu, which I'm going to assume is the Rapid Strike because you're using Kyogre. So, what we can do is kind of play around with the speeds a bit. So I'm going to bring in Tornadus and Fluttermane. Then I'm going to bring in Kyogre, and let's bring in Koraidon. We're not going to worry about the field. I don't think the field's going to be a big problem. I mean, it could if I want to use Taunt. Oh, another thing I could probably use is like Scary Face onto Tornadus, but I think I'm going to stop right now and just wait for me using Enamorus, because I think that's what the set is going to be based off of. I really want to use Enamorus. There is a really useful tech with Thundurus and Enamorus that is pretty interesting. With Enamorus having, I don't remember the ability, but it reverses stat bonuses. So yeah. Okay, they opened up with Whimsicott and Urshifu. It's gonna be versus Tornadus and Fluttermane. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started off with the Tailwind, and then should I Terra? Because Whimsicott does technically outspeed. You know what? We will. We'll do that, and then I'll go ahead and start up with the Dazzling Gleam. I can't protect in front of Urshifu. It's gonna go through it. So Terra Dark, so no taunts, encores can ever affect Tornadus for the rest of the game. They're probably still gonna do Tailwind, but we'll see. Tailwind goes up. I'm either faster or winning the 50-50. They went for an attack instead. Moon Blast over on the Flutter Mane does not get the KO. 30 strikes? That will. Okay, hit 2 times. That was Life Orb, so it goes down. Go ahead and bring out Ogerpon. They also bring out their Ogerpon. I don't need to do Tailwind. I kind of want to do Taunt against the Whimsicott, but this is better. Alright. I'm sold. So Bleak Windstorm to hopefully to hit both. There's the Follow Me. What are they doing for Whimsicott? Misses someone. Misses the Whimsicott. That's not potentially what I want. But I do hit. And down goes the Ogerpon. Uses Endeavor. So drop Tornadus down to its current HP. There's Kyogre. Swap to Koraidon. And I'm just going to go ahead and hit the Whimsicott. They haven't used their Terra yet. My guess is I kind of shut off what their Whimsicott could do, or they just don't have Tailwind. Or maybe they're just assuming that I would just turn it off to begin with. I mean, that is not a bad strat. But I'm going to do this so that I can have control of the weather, because they won't after this. Not unless they have Sunny Day on Whimsicott, which it has Sunny Day. When we bring out Koraidon, we're going to change the weather. They use Tailwind. Ivy Cudgel. It's going to take down Whimsicott, so it's just Kyogre versus my 2 Pokemon. My 3, Water Spout. That's still a lot. That is still a lot. Vision Course. I know that I have Tailwind still up, but I'm still a little dumbfounded that I was still able to outspeed. But I'm happy for the outcome. So this is why we have Horn Leech, so that Ogerpon does have a little bit more survivability. Even though that in the sun, while being Terra'd, it can pretty much KO anyone in front of it. So having it done this way has definitely made it stronger in the long run. I wish that Bleak Windstorm would have hit that one turn, though. I think it was turn 3? No, turn 2. I wish it would have hit turn 2. That way we had a little bit more of a better outcome. I mean, it was still like a really, really good one, right? They could have pulled it out, depending on what they did with Whimsicott, but I just didn't. I don't know what all the moves were. I know Moonblast, Endeavor, and Tailwind, and probably the last one was Encore, but it couldn't do Encore because Dark types. So, I don't know. Anyways, back on Ogerpon. Survivability, great. That's why I do Horn Leech instead of Wood Hammer. 33% is god-awful, regardless of the damage that's done. It's just god-awful. But, yeah. Okay. We've got Whimsicott, or not Whimsicott, Entity female, Urshifu, probably single strike, but we'll see. Chiyu, Blood Moon Ursaluna, Cinderace, and we have Shadow Rider Calyrex. Cinderace is going to be very interesting. Now, Cinderace not only has the ability to change its typing for one attack, but it also has the move called Court Change. Court Change, for those who don't know, will literally reverse the courts so that if I come out with Tailwind and it opens up with, you know, Cinderace can then take my Tailwind, so it's no longer affecting me, but it affects them instead. In that event, though, I think the best ones to start out with is I can generally outspeed the majority of the team outside of Shadow Rider Calyrex is going to be, I mean, I kind of want to do Anti-Trick Room. They do have 2 Pokemon that would benefit from that, but I don't think that's going to be the case. And Crydon, let's do that. Now, activating Trick Room and make it so that Shadow Rider Calyrex couldn't do anything is a good idea. I do have to be kind of careful because I'm not going to be very affected against Calyrex, but it still doesn't mean anything. Here we go. Okay, 2 abilities. Okay, Ogerpon breaks the mold. Entity does the Psychic Surge. So I'm going to do this and hit that guy. And I'm going to go ahead and activate Tailwind so that I outspeed. Farigiraf cannot do anything against Shadow Rider. Absolutely none. Follow Me is going to come up because I can't do anything priority-wise. And most of the time, I don't really get to survive very long against Shadow Riders. My only attempt is to outspeed and hopefully be able to knock it out, but we'll see. No Follow Me's. So you're going for Trick Room instead? Calyrex goes down. You go for Trick Room. Not bad. Okay. Come on out, Ursaluna. Some Spiky Shield. And Bleak Windstorm. Here comes the Terra. This is going to go to Ursaluna. Helping Hand from Entity. Spike Shield. Hyper Voice does nothing to Ogerpon, and it's not going to KO Tornadus either because of Sash. And that's Life Orb. It's a decent amount. Speed drop on the Entity, let's go. I do have an answer. I wanted to Follow Me on Entity, which is going to cause it to attack, but if it does a spread move, it's not going to really do anything. It would want to do a spread move. So I'm going to do this instead. Protect. It is a spread. No Helping Hand from the Entity, though. Interesting. Psychic instead. That is enough because of the Psychic Field. We're gonna bring up Koraidon next. Trick Room's got 2 more turns. So I'm gonna protect here. I'm just gonna go ahead and Bleak Wind Storm. For Voice. Okay. There's a Psychic. So that one's now gone. Well, let's try this. Do the double here, Sacred Sword into that slot. There's the Helping Hand. No double. Dang. Blood Moon. Into the Koraidon. I was wondering if it was going to have that. Sacred Sword. Down goes Ursaluna. Twisted Dimensions return to normal, and no more weirdness. Chi-Yu, the reliable partner. Okay. Let's just try it. I think it has the Sash. There's the Follow Me. Damaged by the Rocky Helmet. Yep. Chi-Yu's got the Sash. He's got it because the sun's up. So anything that it does, unless it misses, that's a KO. So not a bad plan. We did outlast Trick Room. It was a turn too late. Unfortunately, we weren't able to get the second Protect. If we were able to get the second Protect, I think that would have been a way better outcome, but we just weren't lucky. So that's all. Not bad. Oof. Okay, so we have Grimmsnarl, Ice Rider Calyrex, the Fairy, Rillaboom, Raging Bolt, and Incineroar. Yay me. But we do have things that we can do, so there is a way to counter this. I'm kind of thinking of just bringing out Ogerpon again. I think that was not a bad strat last time. We know that a Terrifier can KO Calyrex as long as it doesn't have Sash, and a lot of people don't have it with Sash, so I think that would be fine. We do need Fluttermane to take down... Actually, we don't really need Fluttermane to do that, right? Yeah, I don't think so. We'll bring in Qianpao and Koraidon, and I think we'll be fine. 3 physical attackers, 1 special attacker. It's not like the best ratio, but it is the best one that I could use. So far, we haven't really come up against a team that we could really showcase Ferrograph's thing. I mean, obviously I could just throw it in this match, but it doesn't make any sense to do that since it needs to have some sort of utility behind it. Ogerpon and Tornadus versus Incineroar and Grimmsnarl. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and Terra and Bleak Wind Storm, swap to Qianpao, because we're gonna get hit with Fake Out and a Prankster move. This way we don't have to deal with either one. If Qianpao gets hit, they're probably thinking, oh man, I popped its Sash, so I don't have to worry about it. It's not Sash that they have to worry about. Is not Sash. At least not for Chien Pao. There's the light screen. Interesting. Liquid Storm misses. Misses Grimmsnarl, but hits the Incineroar. Speed drop. And this is knockoff on the Tornadus. Not bad. Now we'll go ahead and Tailwind, so I outspeed. And I'm going to go ahead and Sacred Sword into Incineroar, which may get the KO, because they're not really setting up for anything specific. Oh, nope, never mind. I was like, but I Speed Tears still work here. Really? Rocky Helmet, really? Little Wisp. Not bad, not bad. They're gonna Spirit Break me now? Nope. Okay. I'm just gonna go and switch to Ogerpon here. And I'm gonna Sacred Sword Incineroar. Like, I'm not gonna be doing any damage right now. Reflect and Burn, that's really, really bad. Withdrew Incineroar. Oh, well, here comes Shadow Rider. Oh, it's Clefairy. I mean, it's even worse because Friend Guards just can take even less damage. Spirit Break on the Ogerpon. Not very powerful. Drops a special attack, which it doesn't really matter. Does not matter. Let's go ahead and start hitting you. And I'll bring out Koraidon. All right. Send away. Okay. Oh, Ogerpon, come on. You healed yourself for like nothing. You healed yourself for like nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and follow me. And I'm gonna hit this Clefairy. I want all the attention. Apparently so does Clefairy. Right, head. Interesting. Okay, Tailwind's gone. Doesn't really matter too much. Tornadus is in the back still. Follow me again. This is a boost. I want to do a little bit more damage before I... It's probably going to use Life Dew at some point. Probably around here. Lynch can move. Let's go. Let's double into... Okay. Good call on them. It's probably going to be Incineroar. Yep. It's a minus to Ogerpon, but nothing to Koraidon. And hit. Huge hit. Two huge hits. Down goes Grimmsnarl. There's the Shadow Rider. Just gonna Horn Leech and Protect, because I'm gonna need to bring out Tornadus to deal with Shadow Rider. Fake out goes into Koridon. Astral Barrage. I'm gonna Collision Course Incineroar. Oh, here comes Clefairy. Terra, this is gonna go to Shadow Rider. Terra Fairy. Okay, so Iron Head is still up. Get up, Tailwind. Friend Guard is up. That's not going to be. What? Up, Draining Kiss. That's super effective. It's insane. I thought that was going to be enough because it was in the sun. Now the sun wore off, but it was going to be enough to knock down at least the fairy. Apparently I was wrong. Could taunt, but I don't think that's going to be the thing to do. Here comes Incineroar. So lower down the damage on Qian Pao just a little bit. This is the Intimidate. Spinner. Oh, that's a crit. That's still a lot of damage. It's both. Oh, Trust drops it down to 1. Are you serious? Bro, are you serious right now? Draining Kiss on the Tornadus gets the KO. No. And that's too much HP, man. I didn't, like, I had 80. You shouldn't be, like, that far up there. That's the game. They won. Because here comes Clefairy. No matter what I do next turn, Follow Me is going to kick in. And they're not going to let me have this one. Absolutely not. But I'll set it up anyway. Here's the end of the game. See, there's the Follow Me. That one. That one saved their bacon, man. Just absolutely saved it. I can't be mad because, I mean, it happened with me. Ogerpawn just barely lived that one match, so that was intense. Now we get another one. That was also intense. Jesus, let's go. Such a cool match. Absolutely cool. So tense. Absolutely tense. Okay, this one's going to be very interesting. So we have Koridon, Fluttermane, Chi-Yu, Walking Wake, the Fairy, and Rillaboom. This is gonna be really, really interesting. I do need to be able to outspeed the Fluttermane. We could go this way to kind of give us that point, and then Ogerpon. We really haven't come across other players so that I can take advantage of Farigiraf. Like as soon as I see an Ice Rider or like Lunala or something like that, I'm perfectly fine with using Farigiraf, but I haven't been able to use it. I mean, that one match with Trick Room would have been like perfect, but we didn't bring it because I didn't think that they were going to use Trick Room. Koraidon would be great here, but I think Fluttermane would also be good. Yeah, I'll bring in Fluttermane. We don't really need to use Koraidon. I think Koraidon coming out isn't going to be that helpful. I mean, it does damage against Rillaboom for sure. Will do damage against Clefairy due to Iron Head, but I have other Pokemon that could, not necessarily like competition of like, oh, I have so many like Steel types because I only have the one, but I can take down the Pokemon pretty simply too. Okay, we have Fluttermane and Chiyu on their side, and Tornadus and Chien-Pao on mine. Okay. So no booster energy on the Fluttermane, so I don't think that's the set. What I do think the set is going to be, it's going to be very, very interesting. I don't think I'm going to really survive a ton. I'll do my best. We'll go ahead and Bleak Wind Storm, and I'll Sucker Punch the Fluttermane. Sucker Punch, hits the Fluttermane, brings it down to Sash. Heat Wave hits, Chien-Pao goes down. Can't stop that. Dazzling Gleam, okay. So Chiyu going faster than Fluttermane tells me a lot. Absolute lot. Okay. So now I go fast. Here we go. Withdrew Fluttermane. It's probably Koraidon. Nope, Clefairy. Terra goes over to Chiyu. Make it fire. Dazzling Gleam. I think Follow Me is going to come in, but if it's not, this should be okay. But I definitely think that we were not able to chase out of these two. Absolutely not. The Sash survival on Fluttermane and then make it so that I couldn't outspeed after that. Okay. There's the Follow Me. Yep, game's over. Because I don't think the swap would have made any difference. That could have, but here comes the Heat Wave. So unless it misses both, it misses Fluttermane, so that's cool. But it hits the Pokemon that I wanted to be able to move. But I think Chiyu is stuck using Heat Wave. Also, the ability I mentioned in the beginning was Contrary. For some reason, I forgot what it was, and then it just appeared in my head. Ah, yes, Koraidon. Hello. Here, have one of these. Koraidon's gonna go down because he's times 4 against Fairy, and we've already seen the Sash. Just enough. If I would have done the spread move last time, that probably would have gotten the KO. But that's okay. That is absolutely okay. It wasn't bad. It was a very good attempt. The thing that sucks, though, is that we weren't able to we weren't able to fully take advantage of that. So we weren't able to counter, and by the time that we were able to, hopefully because of a miss, it didn't. So not bad. Not bad. It makes me kind of want to use Chi-Yu again, but I think I have a strat that I would love to try out sometime. So we'll see how that turns out in the future. Maybe I'll use it in a Challenge Cup and see what happens. Ooh, okay. So we have Kyogre, Tornadus, Regidraco, Gallade, Smeargle, and Farigiraf. This is interesting. Super interesting. How this is going to turn out, I have no idea. I think Koraidon being in the party this time is actually going to be the best bet, because we're going to need to deal with weather 100%. So let's do Tornadus, Fluttermane, Koraidon, and I'm thinking Chien-Pao. Yeah, I think it's Chien-Pao. I'll be able to withstand against water attacks, no problem. Sneasler can be taken down. Not Sneasler. Smeargle can be taken down. Regidraco could be taken down. Oh, I caught that earlier. Yeah, I found a shiny Hoppip. I called it Shiny Pip. Shiny Pip. My little Pip Pokemon. Okay. Photosynthesis. So we're gonna go Quick One Storm. I'm gonna Moonblast. Terra Moonblast into Farigiraf. I think Trick Room is gonna activate here. And there's no way for me to turn it off because Karma Tail. Which it's not the hidden ability, by the way. I thought it was. Sap Sipper is the hidden ability. Fake out into Tornadus. That sucks. But that's how the cookie crumbles. Ooh. If that was... Trick Room is activated. If that was Covert Cloak, that would have saved my bacon. Absolutely. Defense up, Trickly. Speed, bow. And then it's got Room Service. Nope, eject back. Okay, Kyogre. Back Tornadus. They were probably thinking that I was going to use Trick Room or Tailwind. It's not a bold assumption, but I'm definitely more into playing against these type of targets. Ooh. Okay, Koraidon faints. Which is unfortunate. Never really want to knock out that Pokemon, but I have to. Come back out Tornadus. Big One Storm, and I'm gonna protect. I wasn't expecting Farigiraf to have Dazzling Gleam. Does it again. Water Spout misses Water Main, but it's not going to do as much damage because it's less than half. Oh, and it's in the sun. Sleeping Storm, please hit Fergrath. It misses Fergrath, but it hits Kyogre. That's cool. But I needed to hit the Pokemon that it's supposed to hit. I don't think both my Pokemon are going to survive. What's the board state looking like? Tail. You know what? Let's try it. I don't think I'll survive, but we'll give it a shot. Most of the damage is coming out for Graph anyway. Yeah, I know. Maybe one? Okay. I was like, maybe the one, maybe the two. Not do well in today's video for battles. I mean, we shut down Kyogre pretty much, but yeah, this Fergrath. And I still don't know what the other Pokemon is. I have no idea. Let's go ahead and see what the board state. One more turn for Trick Room. Yeah, why not? We'll protect. Dazzling Gleam. Water Spout. I think that's Scarlet. I mean, it might be Spect. I'm just gonna go ahead and Sacred Sword the Fergrath. No Trick Room for you. No Dazzling Gleams. None of that thing. Thank you. That's a decent amount of damage. Sunlight's gone. Now, Smeargle did use Fake Out. So I have to keep that in mind too. Which comes back out. We protect. Withdrew Kyogre. Here comes Regidraco. I knew it. I knew it! I've seen all four now. Follow me. Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, follow me. Sword. There's the one shot. The crit. Wow. But here comes the Regidraco with the Life Orb, or Dragon Energy with the Life Orb. That's not a crit, but it does enough. So much damage. I still don't have that Pokemon. I don't get to see if it's Life Orb? Probably not. But it's most likely Life Orb. Not being able to stop Trick Room was pretty devastating. I was not expecting Trick Room to be activated. I should have known better. That's two games that I had a potential of using Fergrath and didn't. I wasn't expecting him to use it, to be honest. I was not expecting him to use it. So that sucks. But It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I didn't get to test Burgraph, but I did get to see what my other type, or what the other Pokemon that I do carry against other types. And I think the team needs to change up just slightly more. I don't know if it's just Tornadus and the moveset that he has, or if it's Fluttermane and the moveset that they have. I'm not sure, but I do feel like, at least in today's video, there's been a couple of times where I've wished I've had Taunt that was not on a priority Pokemon. So I think it's time for me to make that leap. Pick a Pokemon that can have Taunt and teach it to them. That way I can have someone be able to still use Taunt, but it's not priority. So I can get through Entity and them setting up Trick Room, and I can definitely get through Burgraph with their stuff. So something to think about. And that, ladies and gents, and Pokefans alike, is going to be the end of today's video. We took a massive beating today. We ended at 19 wins and 20 losses with the rank of 10,298. Like I mentioned in the last match, we are going to be looking at another Pokemon that can be fast enough to be able to handle all of the anti-priority moves that we currently see in today's game. It's probably going to be something I have to pick now, just because if I don't, it's going to continue being the problem. Even if I decide to just throw in Burgraph, which is currently on the team, to deal with priority moves, period, I do not see enough play to where it's actually useful. So maybe I could use, 4 non-attacking moves, or I can just stick with the movesets that I currently have. In any case, we need something to deal with people that can set up Trick Room specifically. And if they're going to come in with teams that go, oh, you're going to be using this, then I need to come in with a person or a team that can universally be used in any cases, still have Taunt, and outspeed my targets. There's some that already come to mind, but I'm going to need to start playing the gauntlet now to see who fits that bill. So with that being said, that's going to be the end of today's video. We're going to roll out the outro, and I'll see you guys in the next one. For now, though, since it is the end of the video, I want to thank you all for watching. If you guys made it up to this point, shout outs to you. Love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting the channel. That's the best way to support me as a creator and what I do. Watch the videos all the way through. And if you guys want to help support it even further, please consider leaving a like, comment down below, and hitting the subscribe button. All of those are completely free, and that's the best way that I want to run this channel. So if you guys want to do that, awesome. If you guys don't want to, then you don't have to, but it does support everything that I'm trying to do. And if you do all of those things, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And I cannot wait to see you in the next upload. I'm out. Have a good one, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Stay warm or cool, depending on where you're at. Stay hydrated, but most importantly, stay safe. I'll see you next time.